What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Cardinal Red. We back for some more of that Ali Land boxing talk, people. And today we talking after Adrien Broner win, who will be Manny Pacquiao's next fight. Alright, y'all, man. It was an exciting victory, man. You know, Pacquiao just took on Broner. Dominated pretty much the whole fight. Adrien Broner looked kind of slow. He tried to counterpunch too much. I don't know if you actually watched the fight, but if you didn't, he was in a what I call a Philly roll, which is a shoulder roll and a Philly shell stance. Kind of like, but he was doing it wrong because he had his hands down here instead of having his hands up here. And with his hands being down here, Pacquiao was like, he was throwing he was throwing a fake punch, over the top punch, fake punch, another punch, fake punch, and he's hooking real hard with the fourth punch. And it was basically what it was doing. It was the fake punch is making AB step back. The second punch is slightly connecting. The third punch is a fake punch, and the hook is the setup. You know, that's what he's setting up for. And he was drilling them with that all night long, man. It was like all night long. Plus, he was doing that same little 4-punch combination to AB's body, and was drilling AB's body. And AB was pretty much gassed out by the third round, if you ask me. And it was just a try to survive to the 12th round for AB at that point. Man, it was a great fight. Pacquiao looked fast. Pacquiao looked strong. Pacquiao looked youthful. Pacquiao looked like he could actually give Earl Spence a real run for his money. You know, they say he's old, but Pacquiao looks extremely good for a 40-year-old man. He looks very, and I'm trying to mince my word, he makes these young guys look ordinary. He makes them look extremely ordinary. A guy like Adrien Broner shouldn't be gassing, but you know, Broner his lifestyle kind of dictates his pace. So he can't be in there with a guy who doesn't live his lifestyle or even something similar to his lifestyle and expect himself to be greater competition than his opponent. If your opponent lives a better lifestyle than you, usually they're going to have a better performance than you. And that's kind of what we saw is maybe some of AB's, you know, things that he does in his personal life outside of the ring played a factor in his performance tonight and his endurance, mainly. His endurance was horrible. He looked like he was in great shape, but his endurance was horrible. Now let's get into this. Who will be Manny Pacquiao's next opponent? Will it be Mayweather Pacquiao? Will it be Earl Spence? Will it be Mikey Garcia? Is Terrence Crawford somewhere out there? Is Pacquiao gonna say, you know what, I want one more fight and I'm gonna fight Lomachenko and go down and wait and give fans what they want? Or will Manny Pacquiao take the super fight, the only real super fight besides Floyd Mayweather that's left out there to me? Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but I think at 150 pounds to 154 pounds, if this fight could work at 154 pounds. Catch weight, super fight, Manny Pacquiao versus Saul Canelo Alvarez. I want to see it. And I don't want to see Pacquiao fight past that point. I think if they can make this super fight happen and Mayweather is pricing himself out, I think that's the only fight that makes sense at this point. Earl Spence would be a great fight, but there's no need for Manny Pacquiao really to fight Earl Spence. There's no need for Manny Pacquiao to fight Mikey Garcia, even though it would be an amazing fight. The only super fight left out there is Manny Pacquiao versus Canelo Alvarez. It's not Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather anymore. It would be a good fight. It would be a super fight. But I think there's more money in the Canelo Alvarez fight than the Floyd Mayweather fight. And I think you're going to hear a lot more rumblings around that, because if Manny Pacquiao is willing to go up and fight Earl Spence, why not just bypass Earl Spence and go for some real money and then retire? You know, a real legacy-making fight. Think about this, because Freddie Roach keeps saying this too. He wants Manny Pacquiao to be the first president, active president with a championship belt, which would be the craziest thing in the world. If Manny Pacquiao beats Canelo Alvarez, he would be down. They wouldn't be fighting for his belt, so it would be with a catch weight. So I don't think his belts would be on the line. So at 154 pounds, that's a retirement fight to me. You know, that's an even better retirement fight than the Mayweather fight, than the Maypac 2 fight. I feel like at 154 pounds, that's a bigger fight than the Triple G rematch, than the Triple G number 3. You know, the Canelo Alvarez and Triple G 3. I think it's a bigger fight than Canelo Alvarez Mayweather 2. I think it's because of this performance. I think Pacquiao could really give him a run for his money. I think Pacquiao could really, if Mayweather was able to beat him and beat him decisively, I know a lot of Canelo fans are going to say, whoa, 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 he wasn't decisively. But he got the victory. So if he was able to beat him decisively, and Pacquiao is looking stronger, faster, more hungry, who's to say Pacquiao can't beat this? You know, my whole thing is this: why keep fighting these younger guys that want to make a name off of you when you could fight another name and make umpteen millions of dollars off that fight? Who's not going to want to watch that fight? Who's not going to want to see Manny Pacquiao versus Canelo Alvarez for a big old pile of money, other than Manny Pacquiao versus Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather? I just think it's a bigger fight. It's a way bigger fight. It's a more lucrative fight. It's a money-maker fight. It's a fan-friendly fight, and it's a retirement fight. It's a legacy-setting fight. Maypac 2 is what the fans of Pacquiao want, because we know we won that fight. But at this point, it's meaningless because Canelo's sitting out there. Earl Spencer's sitting out there. Mikey Garcia's sitting out there. But if you weigh all these names up against each other, Terrence Crawford's sitting out there. Who's the biggest name that Pacquiao could fight besides Mayweather? It's not Earl Spence. It's not Terrence Crawford. It's not Mikey Garcia. It's not even Floyd Mayweather. It's Canelo Alvarez. That should be his last fight. And I would say he could fight Triple G, but Triple G's career, you know, the popularity is what I'm looking at, and the amount of money that could be generated off that fight is ridiculous when you think about the Pacquiao fan base and the Canelo fan base and how big they really are. I just think that's a money-making fight. But I think that's a career-defining, career-ending fight, and I would love to see Manny Pacquiao have that fight to end his career on. I think even win or lose in that fight, it would be such a big fight, and it would have so much fanfare around it, and there would be so much news surrounding that fight that it's just it would be something special to end his career on. You know, beating Mayweather would be something special to end his career on, but it wouldn't even be. I don't think it would be as special as him just fighting Canelo. Getting revenge on Marquez would be something special to end his career on, but it wouldn't be as big as fighting Canelo. Fighting Terrence Crawford would be something great to end his career on, but it wouldn't be as big as fighting Canelo. I mean, and even the Earl Spence, it just none of that match up to that Canelo fight, man. And I've been talking about this for a while. What was intriguing me so much about that fight, what actually made me think about that fight was me talking about the Earl Spence fight. And I'm like, you know what, the Earl Spence fight, I think he can beat Spence because of his speed. And I think speed beats power. And then I was thinking, you know what, why even fight Spence? Because it don't really make sense to fight Spence when you're not really going to make, he made $10 million for this fight. He might make $15 million for a Spence fight. I think he can make 30 to 40 for a Canelo fight. I think that would draw those type of numbers. I think, and Canelo would be the A side, but I think it would draw those type of numbers. But actually, at a catchweight, Manny Pacquiao might be the A side. So, you know, it's a lot of factors that will weigh into that fight, man. Let me know what y'all think. I want to know what everybody else thinks about Manny Pacquiao versus Canelo Alvarez retirement fight for Manny Pacquiao. That'll be the bow out fight for Manny Pacquiao. I wouldn't want to see him fight no more unless Floyd Mayweather agrees to a rematch, which, like I said, I'm really not even interested in at this point. I'm more interested in this Canelo fight now. Let's get the boxing world hyped up about that, man. Let's get that for Manny Pacquiao to end his career on. If you need any boxing gear, hit the description box. Hit that like button for me. Please subscribe. If you know any homeless people, man, 1 minute in your life and some leftovers can really change your life, man. So give 1 minute and change your life. If you ain't got nothing else to talk about, man, just tell them about boxing, man. Cardinal Red, Ollie Lamb Boxing Talk. We out of here.